You really never realize something is gonna go on as long as it does, until you look back. 2 years ago, I was given a new-to-me phone number when I purchased a cell phone. Immediately, I was bombarded by friends, family, and collection agents of the previous owner of the number, Nit the phone. They were all looking for the same WIL man by name. First couple of months, I answered that person must have changed their number, that I just get this number with a new phone.
No harm, no foul.
But it hasn't stopped, and I found out why. She is still giving out this number. One day, she logged into her, name redacted, coffee app, and it sent this phone the sign-up code. I bounced to it and logged in with the code. The account had her email a doctoress. Finally, I can let her know what's going on and hopefully stop this crap. I used that info to contact her. I told her, I'm sure she didn't mean any harm, but it's become ridiculous. Please stop giving out this number. She replied that I'm some kind of stalker freak. I replied that if she continues to give out my number, I'll cancel every appointment that comes across, and tell family she died, and tell creditors where to find her. She blocked my email. I figured all is well if she stops. She didn't. Okay. A month ago, her application for a school was canceled. Today, her dental appointment for Thursday was canceled. Stop sending your crap to my number. I plan to finally change this number when I get a personal issue resolved. But honestly, I'm low-key enjoying this. And she's SDIL giving out the number so. I had someone warning me that I was gonna go to federal prison for 25 years for this. Guys, I'm only reacting to her actions. It is easily provable with the email I have, and the dates that she continues to give out this number, that SHE is the harasser. If she goes to a new doctor and gives this number, that's harassment to me. Writing a cancel to reply to a text is nit a federal crime. Cancelile. Edit 2. I'm tired and was just venting, 'cause the final straw happened today. To those of you saying this likely didn't happen. Seriously? I guess all the commenters are liars too. Cancelin' we all just get along. Nit everything is a conspiracy. I'm going to bed. You all keep fighting the bad guys and hashtag Team FCK Rocco. Reply by original poster. Last year I kept getting texts from rental agents in either city about viewing appointments. Found the guy's email a doctoress through one of the links, emailed HIM to say you've given the wrong number on a bunch of forms. Messaged the rental agents saying they've get the wrong number SDIL getting the messages. Cancel TWIL viewings for HIM. Suddenly the problem was fixed. Reply by original poster. Well, so far this hasn't put her off. Kinda low-key hoping she's as petty as me. Reply by original poster. I've had my number almost 20 years now, and I SDIL get people texting / calling Patrick to see if he can cover their shifts. He's a damn ER trauma/air evac nurse. I used to explain over and over again that I'm Nit Patrick, nor can I help them. Now I just reply, nope. It used to be a weekly, if Nit daily thing for like the May 1st years, then it was like once a month for a few years, and now it happens maybe twice a year. SDIL blows me away when it happens. Like seriously? Reply by original poster. No. This is PayTRI Cancel K-Star. LOL. Edit. It's a SpongeBob SquarePants reference. Reply by original poster. I just did the same thing with my email a doctoress. This person in either country has been using my email as their junk email. I've been getting their emails for years and they're in either language, so it's very hard to figure out how to unsubscribe. It's been Dr. Foreng me insane. 1 month ago this person used my email for a whole bunch of doctor appointments. I changed a bunch to a couple hours later and ithers to different days. I also turned off the phone nit if I cat ions. WI'll never know if it WI lurked or nit, but it gives me great satisfaction thinking about it. Reply by original poster. Glorious. Reply by original poster. Next time you get a call from one of her friends or family, tell them she is in jail for doctorig dealing and prostitution. If you get professional calls, keep up canceling her appointments but change them so she WLLent show and be charged. Reply by original poster. That's what I'm doing, friend. I didn't think about changing the appointment. I just canceled. Reply by original poster. Please keep us up to date. This is fun. Reply by original poster. Absolutely. Reply by original poster. You are a RO cancel KSDR. You told her what you were going to do and she was stupid enough to keep giving out the number. Love this. Reply by original poster. Thanks, friend. IWI'll update when she activates on either text code or call. Reply by original poster. It makes no sense to me why people do that, because obviously it's going to fuck up their life if they don't get important texts and phone calls. So dumb. Reply by original poster. Well, let's not forget the collection agents calling for her. I'm sure this is her general way of being. Probably whines that she never gets a break. Reply by original poster. Oh, I have somebody who is giving out her new to me telephone number as hers on Hiddle loyalty points at very specific local Hiddles. And I have called those Hiddles and asked them to please take my number off of her reservation and they WLent. And so now when I get a check-in text I check out. When she gets a message sent to my phone reminding her that it's her checkout date, and all she has to do is type, cancel heck out. I do so at 6 a.m. in the morning. I give 1-star reviews. If I could figure out some ither tricks IWI lulled. Reply by original poster. See? That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna give out the email a doctoress that I found, or anything like that. I'm just reacting to her SDI'll giving out the damn number to new appointments. I mean damn. Reply by original poster. Used to get calls for the local Cancelanese takeaway. Our number was SM Eiler. People argued with me that they had called the right number and we were a takeaway. So I took orders promising free prawn crackers and told them to collect in 30 minutes. People stopped calling us for takeaway orders. Reply by original poster. Ha! That's awesome. Reply by original poster. She can't say you didn't warn her. Reply by original poster. Yeah, that's why I don't feel the least bit sorry. Reply by original poster. My sister's phone number was once misprinted on a local hire doctor's business card. After being contacted, she refused to stop handing out for over a year. It was too expensive. My sister started taking appointments for 4:45 p.m. on Friday whenever any customer called the number. The hire doctor's printed new business cards after about 3 weeks. My own phone number kept getting phone calls for a WIL man who obviously kept giving out the wrong area code for 7 years. I left tons of messages for her, because she obviously WIL'dn't pick up whenever I called. Once, I get calls from a number of bounty hunters who were looking for her. I explained the situation and asked them to find her, catch her, take her to jail and tell her to learn her own damn phone number. Reply by original poster. The hire doctor's situation. She could have been kind but she chose violence. IWIL'd nit lose 1 wink of sleep over her having to buy new cards. Reply by original poster. I've had my phone number for 5 years, and I'm SDI'll getting texts and calls for a Jonathan. This is BRIL Alliant. Thank you. Reply by original poster. Jonathan's about to find out. Reply by original poster. She probably doesn't even know her own number. Reply by original poster. I didn't even think of that. That's hysterical. Reply by original poster. Each time you block something else, you need to update this. Reply by original poster. Absolutely. Reply by original poster. Holy cancel rap Steve, who had my number 6 years ago, is about to learn a lesson. Reply by original poster. Get some. Reply by original poster. Honestly, IWIL'd make this WIL man's life hell tbh. She is giving out your number for things, and she doesn't have access to your phone. I'd keep the number and continue to cancel. Give death nit ices, or whatever. It's a definite case of FAFO. But I'm petty like that. Reply by original poster. I'm petty but too cute for jail. So trying to keep it on the legalish side. Reply by original poster. Back in college in 1996 my dorm room was 1 number different than a dental office. After a month of wrong numbers we started just taking appointment and write them all down then on Friday WIL'd take the paper to them. They were nit happy, but after they did some investigation they realized my number was on their yellow page ad and at the top of their header on their BILLS. They then called me and thanked me for helping by giving my roommate and I a free teeth cleaning. Reply by original poster. Now that's a good ending. Rare these days, but you have to give them a chance to be cool about it. Reply by original poster. Please don't give up. Keep on being petty with this WIL man. She deserves it. And more. Reply by original poster. Cause I know it WIL happen again, when she reaches her hand back into my life, I WIL most definitely smack back, and I WIL report back here. Reply by original poster. When I get my WILLRK phone, I had a nit if I cat ion from the ither end of the country, telling me my horse medication was ready for collection. Reply by original poster. So, do I just reach up the EMD of the horse to give it? Or? LOL. Reply by original poster. No one WIL'd go to federal prison for canceling someone else's appointments when the person who made the appointments used a phone number that was no longer theirs, and they've been informed many times to stop using the wrong number. Reply by original poster. I agree. Just asinine. Reply by original poster. I summit IMES forget my PassILLRD to some sites, but I also have my phone number linked, and they send a code to my phone to log in. Do what you WIL with this reminder. I had a WIL man that kept calling me because some guy gave her his phone number after they had a one-night stand. It's freaking frustrating getting one person that keeps calling you. I can't imagine a bunch of people. I fixed that problem though, thankfully. Good luck. Reply by original poster. That's exactly what's happening. I'm getting texts to confirm her appointments and well, cancel for cancel. LOL. Reply by original poster. She played chicken and forget to duck. What poultry attempt to be smart. She is definitely a SALLY goose. Reply by original poster. I think TWL petty people were brought together by chance and we shall see who blinks first. Reply by original poster. ISDI'll get texts for San Juanita Martinez and her husband David after 6 years. But I've never been able to have any payback. Reply by original poster. That's a lit of names for nit searching them out on FB or ither social media. Give it a go. Reply by original poster. I have the WILLRLDS most common last name and also the WILLRLDS most common first name at the WILLRLDS most popular email provider, so yeah. I feel this. Guy in Illinois get a new home alarm system set up with a WebView dashboard that kept sending me email intruder alerts anytime there was MITI on. Logged in at 3 a.m. a couple nights in a row and tested his alarm system. Problem solved. Same guy orders a lit of stuff from underarmour.com. http://underarmour.com. A lit and I get his email receipts. That stopped after I updated a couple of orders to include extra WIL men's apparel. Reply by original poster. Ha! Right on, that's glorious. Reply by original poster. She was warned. Petty challenge level up. Reply by original poster. Bet. Reply by original poster. I've had my number for nearly 10 years and SDI'll get people and debt collectors looking for Rocco. Fuck you, Rocco. Reply by original poster. Hashtag TeamFuckRocco. Reply by original poster. This recently happened with my ex-wife. She set up a doctor's appointment at a new office. For some reason, my number was used as the contact number. I divorced her cheating self 5 years ago. I'm not sure how many times she had to reschedule, but I canceled at least 3 times and did not confirm 5 appointment reminders. Reply by original poster. Okay, so if you go to the same federal prison as the rest of us who are or who have gone through this, we need to take over phone privileges. LOL. Reply by original poster. A tale I am familiar with. I've canceled doctor's appointments, packages, newspaper subscriptions, real estate deals, etc. and she SDI'll gives the number out and it's been over 5 years. Hell, I was invited to a group chat when her father died, on my birthday of all days. I started messing around with her church folk when they WIL'd text. TBF, I had never heard of a card game called Hand and Foyt and replied it sounded awfully kinky. I had no idea it was a fellow member of her church. I had yet to be able to get her email or even name until recently. See, I get a scare the other day about suspicious activity in my bank account. They left a voicemail for her asking her to contact them about locking down her account. Evidently we bank at the same place. Canceled, get my number removed from her account, but hopefully this was a wake-up call for her. Although considering she has been going this long, who knows? Reply by original poster. Apparently some think we're all liars cause this never happens, and yet we're all going to federal prison for typing C for cancel on a reply to a text on our own phones. Just stupidity all over the place. Reply by original poster. Good God. Sounds just like my situation. I get a new cell phone number 11 years ago and was inundated with calls and texts for canceler over the first couple of years. Some of these idiots kept calling back despite me telling them this isn't his number anymore. I did finally tell one of them he was dead clown face. She sounded like she was Dr. Unk or stoned out of her mind when she'd call. Once my phone had the feature to block calls, I just started blocking them. Since his last name was also made available to me via some of the communications, I found his FB page. PM'd HIM and told HIM to stop using my number, but never heard back, possibly because his account was abandoned. Years later, I was SDIL getting texts from co-WI lurkers, a professor at some community college he apparently attended, and probably doctor opt out of, a student loan office, a collection agency, and even random friends. My cell phone number was also apparently attached to his failed landscaping business in a different town in the same state, which I discovered when I did a backward search with my phone number. All the stuff I was getting years later was from MD Nit Cancello. I also get a text asking to verify a medical appointment he'd made, and yes, I texted back for them to cancel it. Stupid fucking asshole. One thing became very clear about Cancelerl. He was a complete idiot, lazy, and financially irresponsible. It gets even weirder because at some point, I started receiving political texts for a WIL man named Heather in the same state, different city, and I finally found her name, a doctoress, and email, so I contacted her and asked why she was using my number for these political signups. She said it wasn't her doing it. About 2 years ago, I get an Experian credit report with a red flag, saying my number was still linked with her name, so I contacted her again, and I think I left a kind of rude voicemail because I was so irritated. She called me back, and during the course of our conversation, Cancelero came up because his name was also in the Experian report for reasons I don't remember, and it turns out she had actually dated HIM in the past. So, he was signing her up on political websites using my phone number. Repeatedly. She described HIM as good-looking, but pretty dumb, definitely a life failure, so she didn't date HIM that long, and it was years ago. Apparently, he'd actually gotten married, and his wife was extremely jealous of Ither WILman. Heather was SDIL in touch with his sister, and I asked her if she could please contact the sister and tell her WTF was going on and to tell her IDIT Brither stop using my number. I SDIL get robocalls and text spam for Cancelerl for his failed landscape business because Google apparently never updates anything, but thankfully the personal stuff has stopped. I honestly cannot wrap my head around why someone WIL'd use their old number for everything years later. Like, did you think that the person with the new phone number was going to pay your student loan bills, take your test, show up for your medical appointment, or care that one of your mutual friends died? No shit. This was one of the texts I get. Seriously. You can't make this shit up. Reply by original poster. You get through? Good on you. Cancelaws I can't seem to break through. I've come to the conclusion that there is a segment of the population that do not think anything through, like at all. You know how some people cannot visualize images in their heads? I'm beginning to think there are just as many people who cannot project possibilities in the future tense. Reply by original poster. I'd had a landline number for over a decade when I moved. They didn't have portability for phone numbers back then, early 2000s. So I parked it at the phone co as a message, only line that I could monitor until portability was possible. Then I put that old number on my cell phone and never looked back. I love getting that random call from my high school boyfriend who SDIL has that number in a paper book somewhere. About 10 years ago, 20 to 25 years in on this number, I get a collections call from Cancella about a medical debt under someone else's name. I told them I knew Nithing. When the collector pushed back, I suggested that they look up the history of this phone number, which has never been in anyone else's name since the 80s. That must have WI lurked because I never heard from them again. Reply by original poster. You had me at. Parked it for messages only until. That's freaking genius. I didn't know that was possible. Very clever. Reply by original poster. I legit thought someone stole the story out of my head because this is almost the exact same thing I'm dealing with. I've had my current number for almost 2.5 years. I still get calls and texts for the previous owner of this number. She seems like a very nice older lady because I've been added to text threads for a book club and tutoring. Her dad even called on her birthday and left a voicemail. If I respond or answer at all, I just don't have the heart to be an AH about it. I've only received one text for something she'd recently signed up for at some coffee shop where she lives now. Cancel and say I blame you for how you responded to your situation. The fact she keeps doing it knowing that's not her number anymore is beyond infuriating. Hopefully she eventually gets the hint and leaves you alone. If not, keep doing what you're already doing. Reply by original poster. Cancel rap, your situation is better. I bet she's a sweetheart who tries her best. Reply by original poster. A WIL man in Virginia named Bambi is apparently a small dollar donor to a particularly infamous Republican politician. She used my phone number. I donated to Emily's List, Planned Parenthood, 15 Democrats running for statewide office, and the Democratic Party of Virginia in her name, and then sent the records to the pastor of her church. Don't use my fucking number. Reply by original poster. Night and filed. Reply by original poster. I just get a new number recently and the same exact thing is happening to me. It's Dr. Forangi me insane and I had no idea why it was happening. Reply by original poster. Well, your number is new to you, so, to be fair, you don't know if the Ether owner is as dumb as mine. So I'd say give them a chance. We lose our numbers for many reasons other than just incompetence or nit caring. Some die, hit hard to MS, etc. So, just give gentle reminders that this person doesn't have your number anymore. After a couple of months it should calm down. Unless they're a cunt and you'll know. Reply by original poster. Who told you that you were going to federal prison? Reply by original poster. A user that I eventually blocked because they continued going on and on. Reply by original poster. My email adoctorus receives a lit of stuff meant for Ether people. It seems when people type their email adoctorus into sign up for stuff, they accidentally leave a letter off the end, their surname initial, meaning I end up with a lit of emails meant for Ether people. There seem to be TWIL couples in the USA who do this frequently. One in Cancelo Laredo that I frequently get stuff for, the Ether in Ohio Summit IMES. I am NIT in the USA. I was able to eventually figure out their correct emails and for a while I'd forward emails on. I never get a thanks. Once it was a pretty personal email from a government agency. I flicked it on and get yelled at for having done so. I mean, if I hadn't they'd never know this government agency was broadcasting their personal stuff to some random dude in on either country. So I stopped sending stuff on. I still get things. Hulu activations, account alerts, etc. If you can't type in your email adoctorus properly, and yell at me for trying to help, then fuck you. Recently one of their in-laws, a rampant RIWNG Trump type, managed to include my email in his regular weekly forwarding of alt-news conspiracies. One of them involved my country and was patently false on pretty much every point. I replied, SkewerNG absolutely every incorrect point with layers of carefully researched fact complete with references. I summarized that I suggested he remove his head from his rear end and be more critical of the sort of stuff he was reading and forwarding. The guy wrote back pretty quickly, accusing me of all sorts of things, being a traitor, being un-American, etc. He must have thought it was his son/son-in-law responding because his last line alluded to the fact he was Ashmed to have me in the family. Boy, I'd love to have been at the next family dinner. Reply by original poster. How dare you non-Americans from either country be un-American? Reply by original poster. When I get a new number I kept getting calls for some guy canceler. Like 5 to 6 calls a day, started to recognize the caller's voice. Like Summit IMES, I swear the guy just hit redial Summit IMES. I started nice enough, nope, this is my new number, no cancelerl. Eventually yelling happened and the dude was SDIL looking for cancelerl. Then I don't know why one day, yeah dude, cancelerl's here. He says he hates your guts and doesn't ever want to talk to you again, so stop calling. Cancelol stop, any problems after that is cancelerl's problem. Reply by original poster. Right? Like no one wants to be a dick right off, but damn, Summit MES you just have to smack back. Reply by original poster. I believe it. My daughter SDIL, after over 10 years, gets texts from Cancel VS that Tyler has a prescription ready. Reply by original poster. And if you call them to say they have the wrong number, you'll get told, we're sorry, but we can't do that due to HIPAA. It's infuriating. Like, just put a night on their account to ask them when they next come in to change their number. Please leave your story in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to get new update. Thank you.